Hey, what's up? What's up? Whoops, sorry, my coach basics people. So listen, today we're going to talk about advancement to Emerald. What does it take to be Emerald? You need an active coach on your right leg, an active coach on your left leg. All you guys, of course, have to stay active with 50 personal volume points. The easiest way to meet your 50 personal volume points a month, which is your minimum requirement, is to actually purchase your college, which is 90 personal volume points. All right. So, um, what they talk about in today's post is when you have a goal, just talk about it in the past tense. Say, I have advanced on, boom. I have advanced to being an Emerald coach on, put the date down. Then afterwards, put, I will advance on being being an Emerald coach on blank date. It will make me feel it's good to have positive affirmations. And when I'm going to post on Team Beast Mode X, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to write in order um, for today's post to qualify for today's post, pretty much. So, and what I like about today's post, day number 36, is that it talks like if you want to achieve a goal, if you talk negative about that goal, now I'm not gonna sit there and bullcrap you guys and say, oh, if you speak it into the universe and it becomes true and energy, I'm not gonna go there with you guys. And no offense against anybody. If you believe that, no offense, no offense, no offense. I'm not gonna talk bad about anything or any type of movement or theology out there. I'm not going to talk about that. What I will say is the reason it's important to have positive talk about your goals is that subconsciously, when you believe something is possible, you do small little actions that still add up to you achieving your goal. What do I mean by that? If you honestly believe that you cannot be a successful beachbody coach, and if you honestly believe, well, I hope this works, this may not work, it changes the way you speak to people. People are less likely to follow somebody who's enthusiastic, who's not enthusiastic about being a coach. You may be on the fringe of getting somebody, but they look at your tone of voice and they're not going to believe it because you're not speaking with that inspirational that energy because you don't totally believe it. That's what I mean by energy. You do little things every day. Over a course of a 6 month time, you find yourself taking off like a day here, a day there from the business, not doing the business on this day, that day, taking 3 days off, as opposed to if you really were into the business, you find yourself not only like putting in extra time, like not only not taking a day off, but find yourself putting in like extra time, double time, triple time. So who's going to see the results? So that's where I come from, the fact that you have to believe and you have to have positive affirmation because you do little actions every single day. It's a big difference between somebody doing the bare minimum and then taking some time off and somebody else who totally believes it and they're definitely doing what they should do, but then doing above and beyond two and threefold over. Okay? Big difference. And then guess what? You magnify that energy to people under you. So they're also doing two and three times over. Whereas somebody else, you're barely getting enough coaches, and then of those coaches you're getting, they're barely not even believing it. So that's what I mean by energy. I'm not saying energy as in, oh my gosh, some people believe this whole thing about magical powers and energy and magnetism in the universe, and this actually called something. I'm not going to say the name because I'm not going to get in trouble for that. But I do believe when you believe in something, it makes you practice or work out even harder. Like even when it comes to if you're going to be a certain type of athlete or make a certain type of goal. I'm not talking about trying to be the top athlete. I'm just saying be a better version of yourself. If you honestly believe you could be a better version of yourself, guess what? When you work out, you're going to hit that extra rep. You're going to do 2 extra reps. You're not going to shortchange your workout. You're not going to quit your workouts. And then you start to see results because you believed. You believe. When you don't believe, you hit your workouts, you cut your workouts short, you miss total workouts, so you're not going to see the results. That's why I honestly believe you need to have positive affirmation. You need to have positive talk. I'm not giving you hocus pocus. I'm just doing for what I've observed in this world of people who walk into the room saying I'm a champion, who walk into a situation and say I'm the best. Because when you walk in and have that attitude, you put it all out on the table whenever you compete or work a business or do anything in life. When you believe it, you push to achieve it. And I know everyone says second place and third place is horrible or whatever. It's always good to be first place. But let me tell you something. You know, look at some of these bodybuilders or look at some of these basketball champions. Look at some of these top earners in the country and in the industry. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to be first place, and no one ever remembers the second place person. So let me ask you, let me look at some of these bodybuilders. Would you complain if you had the body of the second, third, fourth, fifth place person? Think about that. Would you complain if, oh, I didn't get the body of the first place person, but I'm only going to settle for the body of the second, third, fourth? Would you complain? Would you complain if you had the income of the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 10th, 20th, 30th richest person in the country? Would you complain? Okay, yeah, the first place person, everyone knows they get featured in all these magazines or whatever, but would you complain if you had an income of only the 30th richest person in the country? Would you complain? Okay. What is my point? Or even when it comes to fitness, I look at some of these fitness people, some of the things they can do, and I say, you know what? What I'm happy with some of the things I could do. I could do 200 burpees nonstop. You know, I'm only saying it not to brag, but what I'm saying is everything is relative. So what I'm saying is push to be the best version of yourself. So if you don't reach that top-notch goal that you're shooting for, at least you still made some damn good gains. You still had a major achievement. You still achieved something that very few people can achieve. Okay? Very few people can achieve. So think about that. If you're trying to get to the top Ivy League school, you didn't get into, I don't know, Princeton, Harvard, Yale. Yeah, I went to Princeton. Sorry to brag. But would you complain if instead you ended up at Columbia, Stanford? Would you complain? No, like that. So my whole point is, even when you shoot for a top-notch goal and you push and actually believe you're the best, and you just miss it, because let's be honest, as far as statistically, if multiple people are trying to shoot for number one, everybody can't be number one. But if you're shooting for a goal or a top earner in Beachbody or trying to help a certain number of people, and if you miss that goal, you're still going to do extraordinarily well. Extraordinarily well. That's why I tell people, always work your butt off like you're the best. And then if you miss that mark, please, you're still going to have great results, okay, from anything in life, all right? So even though we're shooting for emerald, shoot for diamond. Shoot for diamond. And if you just miss diamond by a little, guess what? Don't complain, because that means next month you're that much closer to diamond. You're going to hit diamond next month. You're hitting for a 2-star diamond. Dang, I only made 1-star diamond. What? Okay, please shoot for it. All right. There are people who are still struggling, who are at coach level. Not to say anything wrong with coach level, because if you're watching this, you're probably at coach level. But just shoot, shoot, shoot. Keep going. Another thing I just want to say, when you quit, you have zero chance of hitting greatness. At least when you're in the game, you have, I don't care if it's infinitesimally small. I much rather have a 0.001 chance of making it big than having zero. Okay? So, because you never know. There are plenty of people, famous people, if they didn't take that chance, they wouldn't be where they are today. They'll be sitting at home doing nothing. They're where they are because they decided to take that chance and go for something. They decided to go for that American Idol audition. Fantasia was the last person in the audition for American Idol. I forget which season, but she won one of the seasons of American Idol, and now she's famous, making records. But she was the last one. Imagine she was the last one in line for the audition. Oh, I'm just gonna go home. We wouldn't know who Fantasia is. And I hate to say, there are plenty of people who almost made it but decide to quit at the end. Don't you be one of those people. Don't you be one of those people. All right? So shoot for your goal. I know this is a long video for day number 6, Coach Basics, but you're getting a break for tomorrow. You got a little bit of break on some of these days, so you could listen to 5 minutes today and 5 minutes tomorrow if you need. But sit down and listen to all 10 minutes of me rambling. All right? Peace.